Hey guys, this is Jay from Sentinel Trading Channel. So welcome to my latest episode of Binbot Pro Trading Software. I'm very excited to shoot this episode, particularly because I have something good to share. So it's actually part of my hard work trying to figure out the best way to actually use Binbot Pro this year. So if you guys have not been following me, I've been using this trading robot, and there's been ups and downs, and I've actually revised the trading methods multiple times. So the reason is because our market change over time, so there will be a need to look for other better methods. If you guys are new, you guys probably noticed that there's two main segments, the top 10 robot and also the my robot segment. So basically I do not use the top 10 robot. So if you guys want to find out why in greater detail, so I've actually covered this topic way back 2 years ago. It is hard to identify the best moments to actually turn on this robot to give the best results. So alternatively, so I actually ended up creating my own robot and use these two current settings, the beta 2 and the beta settings, which is the same as my previous method. However, the way I use these two settings is a little bit different. Alright, so do check out the rest of the videos to find out more. It's actually divided into a few, like 3 simple steps before I want to turn on this robot right here. So if you guys are new, please do not turn on or click this run button randomly at any point of the day. As far as a free trading software is concerned, Binbot Pro actually does the job if you know how to use it correctly. Alright, this is actually a follow-up video from my previous video. You guys can check it out to know the situation a little bit better, and also I've actually explained how to set it up in greater detail in the previous episode. All right, so but however, I'm also going to show you briefly in this particular episode, because I'm going to take a couple of trades right after this. So let me try to explain current Binbot Pro execution methods. So if you guys are aspiring to be a day trader and looking for some semi-automatic trading system whereby if you click this run button, it will execute a binary option trade for you within the next minute or the next 2 minutes. If you guys have a plan before you turn on the robot, you guys have a far greater chance in growing your account in the long term. I've been using this robot for 2 years, and I've revised my methods a couple of times because there's different markets, and these are actually necessary things to do once we face a different situation. So previously I announced in my other videos where I will stop using Binbot Pro on my main account for 60 days because I would like to look for an alternative, a better method on how to execute Binbot Pro, because there was a decrease in performance. And after 60 days, I've actually figured out an alternative way, and my current method works better in this market. So this is one of the reasons why I am actually very excited to share with you guys. And as you guys can see, my current balance for those that are following me has actually grown from $800 to $1,400 right now. So, and I'm going to execute a few more trades right after this, and you guys can actually see a few live trades on how I use this robot. Right, so do stick around. So make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are interested to be a day trader trading in binary options or even forex. Please subscribe to my channels, and also make sure to join in my free Telegram channel, which I post like free binary option signals and also forex signals on a daily basis. And of course, I'm still working on it, so we can expect to see more signals over there. Before I jump into the first trade of this video, I want to quickly explain how I actually do this. The few simple steps is the first step is to actually create these two settings. It's quite easy. All you have to do is just click this create my robot, and then I will provide you guys with parameters if you guys are interested in getting access to my settings and also Pine script codes, which is the second step. So this is actually the second step. The second step is to open up a chart like this. As you can see, there's this red marker right here, BBP, and this green marker. So this is the reason why I open up this platform, because I will supply a Pine script codes that will generate this alarm. You guys can actually know when I would specifically turn on the robot. All right, and this is actually step 2. So step 1, you just create your settings here. Step 2, you put on the alarm right here, and once the alarm comes up, so all you have to do, step 3, is look at this technical summary on investing.com. We look for the pair, for example, USD JPY, right? So USD JPY has a strong buy, and under the strong buy condition, I will use beta settings. Okay, so in fact, the only situation I use beta 2 settings is when the technical summary is neutral on the 5 minutes. So I will only look at the 5-minute column. So the 5-minute columns is neutral. I will use beta 2 settings, and any other like strong sell, strong buy, sell, or even buy, I will use beta settings. Okay, so if you ask me, there are many pairs in the forex market, which should I choose among all of this? So I would prefer that the technical summary for 5 minutes and 15 minutes are the same. For example, GBP USD has a strong sell for both 5 minutes and 15 minutes. So I would say GBP USD is a good pair, USD JPY is a good pair. And I would prefer one of the currency that I trade would be a neutral pair. So if there's no neutral pair for both 5 minutes and 15 minutes, I might still turn on, like choose one pair that has a neutral one, because I personally prefer neutral technical summary. So that's it. So let's jump into the first example. So I probably missed this trade, so we usually have to turn on the robot right now, but since we missed it while I was explaining the few simple steps, let's wait for the next trade and I will record as soon as possible. All right, so let's get into the first trade. Alright guys, so let's get into the first trade. So before I actually start trading on a daily basis, I will actually look at the technical summary on investing.com. So I will look for currency pairs that have the same 5 minutes and 15 minutes attributes. So for example, the GBP USD has a strong buy for 5 minutes and neutral for 15 minutes. So that is not really ideal. I prefer not to do it. I prefer that the currency has like the same attributes for both 5 and 10 for one. So I do have an alarm for CAD CHF. Yeah, the alert actually came out. However, I think that Binbot Pro doesn't have like CAD CHF. Although it does have a buy attribute for both 15 minutes and 5 minutes, but unfortunately Binbot Pro does not do CAD CHF currency pairs. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ignore it. So the reason why I have this alert is I was testing this Pine script code on a manual trading to actually see how effective it is. So it is still in progress, but I'll keep you guys up to date very soon. Alright guys, so we have an alert for USD CHF, Binbot Pro alert. So you can see on the chart on the right. So let me check the technical summary for USD CHF. We have neutral for both, so in such cases we will use beta 2. So let me set beta 2 to USD CHF and save. So once we save, whenever we run the Binbot Pro robot, it will actually execute a trade on USD CHF. So we will wait. Now right now it's 5:09:45 seconds, so we will always turn on the robot at the 50th second. So now it's 5:09:51 seconds. So I'll turn on the robot right now. One of the important things that we need to do to make sure that our trades are consistent. So right now we have a USD CHF put trade open at 5:10:27. So always remember to turn off the robot after every trade. So let me put a put arrow on 5:10. Let's wait for this trade to expire. Alright guys, so it seems like we've won this put trade for USD CHF. Pretty good start. It's the first trade after I've decided to record the introductions of today. So you can see the charts. I needed to step away for a while to run an errand after I executed the robot. So you can see a nice downtrend that was captured by the Binbot Pro trading software. Okay, let's wait for our next trade setup and we'll see how it goes. Alright guys, so right now we have a Euro GBP Binbot Pro. So let's check the Euro GBP charts. Alright, so yeah, the alert is still there. So let's look at Euro GBP in my technical summary. Oh, I don't have the pair yet, so let me add Euro GBP in my technical summary. So if you guys sign up for investing.com, you guys can actually save the list of technical summaries in this website. It's actually a strong buy, so let's use beta settings. I'll change it to Euro GBP and click save. Okay, so when we activate the robot, for beta settings, it will look at Euro GBP. So right now is the 50th seconds. Let me turn on the robot. Okay, so let's wait a trade to be executed by the Binbot Pro trading software. Alright guys, so it seems like we have a Euro GBP put trade again at 7:20. Let me put an arrow on this chart. So I put trade at 7:20 and let's wait for this trade to expire. Alright guys, so we're back. So it seems like we've won this put trade as well. So we got 2 put trades in a row. You can see the technical indicator. It's actually different, strong sell and sell. It doesn't necessarily mean that if the technical summary is different, that we will lose the trade. So of course, on occasion, even if it's different, there are chances to win the trade, but in my opinion, based on my 60 days testing, is not the best, especially if the technical summary for 5 minutes and 50 minutes are different in such a way that the 5 minutes is either
buy or sell, and the 15 minutes is probably neutral. So if it's like a combinations of neutral and maybe buy or sell, or strong buy or strong sell, it may not be that ideal of a setup for us to take. But if you have limited setups that you can take using the Binbot Pro Trading software, it might be okay take one trade. But if we were to have a choice when there are other currency pairs that has the same 5 and 15 minutes combination, I would prefer to go 5 and 15 minutes combination. So if you guys ask what is my favorite technical summary to take, I would say my favorite is probably the neutral one, because sometimes when we have a strong sell combination, or maybe strong buy combinations, the trend might be too strong. So when a trending situation is too strong, so usually the pullback on the market prices is not really wide, or maybe a staircase structure might appear. So in such a situation, whenever we trade binary options, it is pretty tough, because once we make our entry on the alerts, when the alert come up, so our chances of winning might decrease, simply because the range of the market price when it is moving in such a market structure is tinier. So when it's smaller, our entry will pretty much be too close to the range where the market price are moving. So therefore there is chances where the price will be fluctuating within a range that will actually hit our entry gain and might end up losing. So in my opinion, I personally prefer to trade neutral technical summary. Usually it has a large enough pullback or even consolidation phase, a trading range, so that we have larger movements, therefore we have a convincing bounce once a price reaches a certain level, and it might be easier for us to trade in that situation. So smaller horizontal channels are usually tough to trade unless we get a precise entry at the extreme end of the trading ranges. Other than that, it will be almost like a 50-50 trade. Alright, okay, that's it for this episode. So remember, if you guys are interested in getting access to my Binbot Pro Pine script codes and also my Binbot Pro settings, please contact me via email on the email you see on your screen, or even just message me on Telegram. I'll be there on a daily basis to reply your questions. So I look forward in seeing you guys if you guys are aspiring to be a day trader using this Binbot Pro Trading software. And if you guys are a day trader that is interested to do manual binary options trading or even forex trading, so make sure to join my free Telegram channel, so I will keep you guys posted on daily signals. Watching my previous episode, you guys will most likely get a clearer picture on how to set up this trading method, and you'll find it pretty simple actually. So do check it out.